What's up, everybody? How goes it? This is the Old Guy in the Club podcast. I am the Old Guy in the Club, and right there on the other side of the screen is Mr. Rob Zilla from San Diego, California.
Hi, everybody. How are you today? Hope you are having an amazing Friday afternoon. 1 week before Labor Day. Gosh. But it's good to be back.
This was supposed to be the summer of George, Zilla.
It was, and that's a reference that a lot of people that are not in our age group would not exactly pick up on. But it was supposed to be the summer of George. It was supposed to be the summer of Zilla, possibly the summer of Zotz. Everybody came into this year with 2020 vision, and look where it got us.
I think I just made an executive decision in the last 12 seconds. And that is, next week's episode is going to be titled The Summer of George. And I think we should somehow have a conversation next week about Seinfeld in some way. What do you think?
Let's go ahead and alienate half of our listeners. Sure, let's do it.
Yeah. Why not?
You know what? Let's have a podcast about nothing.
Well, that's actually, it seems like I think that was pretty much every episode we've done so far. But
right.
I like where your head's at.
Yes, I'm good. I'm good. We can make that happen. I think that'll be a lot of
fun. So if you haven't noticed yet, and for all the people listening after the fact on Apple Podcasts or Spotify Podcasts, Neil Jackson has not joined us yet. He again, just like last week, is playing a stream right now. And any minute, any second, he is going to join us. He's going to rate us with all his friends that have joined him.
Absolutely.
So, and Jenna has already joined us in the chat. She always does it's the French exit. No one has ever called it the French exit, Jenna.
I've never heard that term.
It's the Irish exit, Jenna. Come on.
I've heard lots of different terms for that. Like I've heard the Irish exit or just ghosting.
Or Houdini, as our good friend Mr. Hirsch would say.
100%. But I've never once heard it as a French exit. Jenna, if you've got a quick second while you're in the chat room, give us your explanation as to how we went from Ireland to France. As we start framing the rest of the show, I want to revisit this in a second because I'm confused. I want to know.
I'm totally confused. I mean, I've been around the... Zilla. Hey, Zilla, we lost your audio, buddy.
We did?
We did. Wait, maybe... You know what? No, we didn't. We didn't. I'm kidding. I did the same thing I did last week. I was on the Twitch browser instead of the other browser where we actually film the show, and there is obviously a delay. So yeah, Old Guy in the Club right here. I've already, messed up the technology for the day.
My 74-year-old father, who has a avarice and aversion to technology, is better at this than you are. Just want to tell you. All right. Jenna says, and if you're just joining us, we were just having the whole topic about ghosting or leaving a function unannounced, which Jenna did to come join us on the podcast. And she said, Google it. Search results featured snippet from web. French exit is a term that describes the act of leaving a social gathering or bad date without saying goodbye. It is the same thing as ghosting, Irish goodbye, Dutch leave. The French exit is often performed by people who don't want to take the time to say goodbye to others. All right, well, I'm on board with that, Jenna. I sit here corrected. I have yet to hear that term. I will probably still never use it, but it is an accurate term, and I thank you for sharing that with us. And speaking of sharing, while we're on the subject, that is exactly what our chat room is for. It's for conversation. It's for engagement. This show is better with you in it. So please, questions, comments, concerns, while we are live here on Twitch, be sure to hit us with all of those things. And of course, if you are checking us out for the first time on one of our replays of the podcast, we are live every Friday, 5 p.m. West Coast time, 8 p.m. on the East. All right, Justin, back to you.
Okay. You're so good at this. I still suck. Yeah. You figure after 12 episodes, I'd be good at this too. I am not. No. But I have fun doing it, so I don't really care if I'm good at it. It's kind of like golf or, getting freaky with people. It doesn't matter if you're good at it. It's still fun. Well, you should be good at it, though, too. What's that face? Okay. So, we were going to wait for Neil to kind of jump into the show, but apparently he's having too much fun over on Twitch. So, well, actually, Jenna could just totally do the raid for us if she wanted to, but we don't need her to do that just because I don't want to be rude to Neil, our co-host.
Wait, can we just frame for the folks that are listening on a podcast really quickly? Can we just tell them what a raid is? Because if they're not familiar with Twitch, it's basically taking one group of people from one podcast or one broadcast or one sharing event, and then everybody coming in simultaneously. So as we just see right now, here comes the raid.
So yeah,
Hi,
so
everyone.
as Zilla was saying, so what's up, Raiders? Thanks for coming in from Neil's channel, and to teach our friends that might not be familiar with Twitch what a raid is. It's when you're watching one person's channel, and then that person decides they've had enough and they want to stop broadcasting, and they raid another channel. So they bring everybody with them to the new channel, and that's exactly what's happening right now. So welcome Raiders.
Welcome Raiders.
I see a lot of familiar screen names in the chat. I would say familiar faces, but we don't know what anybody looks like. So, and shout out to Mighty Rel, who created some new emotes for me today. And if anybody is subscribed to me, they can put them in the chat, and we can talk about that because I thought they were pretty clever. One is for it's kind of geared towards today, and the other one is just stupid. But Zilla said it was brilliant, so hey, I'm taking the compliment. What do you?
I actually see your brand new emote. Lisa S just posted your brand new emote, and I want to make sure that we're on the same page in terms of pronunciation. So I'll let you break it down.
Well, on Twitch, these different, what we normal people would call emojis are called emotes. E-M-O-T-E. However, I decided to create something called an elote emote, which I know sounds ridiculous, and it's totally an old guy thing. But yes, there is an emote now with corn. If you're not familiar with Mexican elote, then now you should know because there's a picture of it right there. Aaron the Arrow, can you explain elote to us?
I'm going to explain what
Okay, let's go, Zilla.
I was going to explain elote because I think elote is one of the most delicious things in the world. So it is it's a corn dish that's got mayonnaise and butter and cotija cheese. Sometimes it's covered in crunchy, flaming hot Cheetos. It is a quintessential accompaniment. Like there's just no bad elote. It just starts good and gets better from there. And we have an emote for elote, the elote emote here on the Old Guy in the Club podcast.
Now, I've already, in one of my Grinds My Gears segments this season so far, I said that I hate corn on the cob. I still do. But if you cut an elote off the cob, it is even more delicious, and you can eat it not like a savage. So let's
wait. We have to talk about. Oh yeah,
what do we have to talk about? Neil's here. Well, we can't leave Neil outside. Like
absolutely, bring him in. Bring him in.
It's like he's just knocking on the front door, and nobody's letting him in.
There he is.
It's like more like I'm knocking on the front door, hoping no one lets me in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks. Welcome. So. Welcome, Neil. We have received your raiders, and we're just jumping into the show. We're talking about my new emotes, or as Aaron the Arrow likes to say, my new emotes, and he's Mexican, so I'm going with Aaron's pronunciation, and it rhymes with elote, which is what I was going for with my new emote.
All of a sudden, it's changing what I want for dinner tonight. Like, there's definitely some elote on the menu for dinner this evening. So that's one of the two brand new emotes for the Old Guy in the Club podcast here on Twitch. What's the second one?
Oh, my second one was I said it was kind of loosely connected to the theme of the show tonight, and then Neil made fun of me in the last.
There was no
his
loosely
stream.
in there. There was no loosely in there.
You're right, there wasn't. But if you are part of the older demographic in our chat, and then when I say older, I mean anyone over 30, which I think that's most of you guys. And thank you, Aaron the Era. My new emote, or my other new emote, or emote, if you will, is instead of, remember the old MTV show, Yo MTV WAPs? I have created well, it wasn't my idea. I will say that first. It was Rob Zilla's idea.
I was actually waiting for this.
Oh, yeah, no.
Right.
But I totally stole it because Rob Zilla is Twitchiverse, so he doesn't care. So I stole it, and I have changed the logo to Yo MTV WAPs. I mean, it's actually Yo MTV WAPs, but it's pronounced WAPs, so that's what we're doing. Oh, by the way, this is a comment from Average Husband. First of all, thank you again for showing up on the show last week. That was very fun, and I watched a little bit of your podcast last night, the first one that you've done, and it was really, really good. You and Neil spoke for 4 hours, so hopefully he still has. Yeah, it was 4 hours, dude. So hopefully Neil still has some interesting things to say today, although I highly doubt it.
Highly doubt it.
But Average Husband, so he wrote in the chat, okay, great, so White Label Agency moves the camera away from the personal water cooler right over to his fancy wall art. The first thing I will say is I was actually looking at some gift ideas on Zazzle today. It's fun to say Zazzle. And
Zazzle.
I've sent some mugs out to people, but I saw one that's a sticker. And I could take a sticker and put it right over the Arrowhead sticker on my water cooler. And then it could be just a big picture of me, and I could put the water cooler behind me. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. But then as far as my fancy wall art, it's actually a buddy of mine bought this for me. I know it doesn't make sense right away, but I opened a nightclub in San Diego called 207. And so that says 207, it's hard to do this backwards. There it is. Yeah. West 207th Street. And then up there it says Broadway, which is from New York. So my buddy had this made for me, and then it says Zotz right there in the bottom corner, which is me. Anyway, I decided to put something up on my wall today. Here it is. And we'll probably change that out as weeks go by, and we'll put some funny stuff up there.
But, we're going to need people to pay attention to what's happening on the back wall.
That's right. Like, it'll be like Murphy Brown, how every episode there was a new secretary. I know nobody. I know that nobody understands what I'm talking about. But if anyone likes Murphy Brown, let's
whose
put a one in
name
the
isn't
chat.
Justin Zotz.
One in the chat if you even know what Murphy Brown is.
Sadly, I do. It's a show that I avoided on all costs. But can we go back to Zazzle for just a quick second?
Sure. I love Zazzle.
So Zazzle's a beautiful thing. Hey guys, everybody in the Twitch chat, I have a question for you. Would you purchase a pillow?
That is a lovely pillow, Rob Zilla.
Yes.
I think it's incredible.
This side of the pillow, I actually have no problem with. It's this right here.
Well, I mean,
that showed up from Zazzle. So I would like to know if you're in our chat room, if you would hit a 1, if you would buy it, and then follow up with what would you pay for a pillow that looks like this, that stares back at you every single day. If you're listening to us after the fact on one of our replays, Justin was kind enough to send out some gifts for those of us that are participating in the show. And my gift was a throw pillow. It's like, a 1x1, 2x2 throw pillow. And on one side, it's got the Old Guy in the Club logo. And on the other, a photo of Justin that looks like he had just been released from prison. It could qualify as
he looks like that now.
I shaved. I just shaved like a little while ago. Like, this is me cleaned up. And also, for the record, there is a candle directly over Neil's left shoulder of the same picture of me. And I should say, for the record, that is an unscented candle.
Oh no, my chat. Everybody who's come from my channel knows exactly what that is,
Oh, I know.
and
I
they
just
are.
figured I would say it for the people in this channel
I don't wanna
that may not know. but as-
yeah, Marco Pinta. Yes, it does smell like what he looks like. It's just like dust, dirt, rust.
And regret.
Absolutely. Aaron the Era in the Twitch chat says, I would tie that pillow to the headrest of my passenger seat and then fool the cameras into thinking I have enough people to drive in the carpool lane. Honestly, Aaron, I
That's
didn't think
genius.
of that, and I'm now driving for free on the toll roads here in Southern California. Thank you for that idea.
Well,
That
Matt
is-
Mira in the chat says that
Absolutely.
pillow needs to be arrested for peeing in public. And I couldn't agree more.
Oh,
Hi, Matt.
Lord. Hello, Matthew Mira.
That is our good friend,
buddy
Matt
from.
Mira.
He's kind of my neighbor these days since I moved in the next town over from him. We had lunch last week, and yeah, good times.
Awesome.
So anyway, thanks for showing up, everybody. I can't believe people actually still show up to this thing 12 episodes later. Thanks for the assist on that, Neil.
Yeah.
So we have some kind of random topics that we're gonna jump into today, but not the main topic, but just one thing that we wanted to talk about for sure was the VMAs being this weekend. Now, for those of you not familiar, the VMAs are the Video Music Awards, and they were on MTV, right, Zilla?
Yeah, MTV. It was known as music television, and where they would play all the music videos, and then they stopped playing music videos, but yet they still have an award show. Wait for it, for music videos, which leaves me a little confused.
So I don't think any young people care about awards like the Oscars or the Grammys or the Emmys anymore. I think that's
Or
safe
do
to
they?
say.
Or do they?
Well,
Let's
yeah,
put it to the chat.
Let's ask the chat. What do you guys think? Put a 1 in the chat if anybody cares about the VMAs or the Emmys or the Grammys or the Oscars. I think that's an old school thing, but maybe I'm wrong. But before we go into a couple different topics on the VMAs, I want to put Rob Zilla on the spot.
Oh boy.
And we haven't done this yet. Neil and I did this last week. And it's a segment that we put on this show many times, and it's A Knight's Tale. And it's kind of just a segment where we talk about some of the crazy nights out parties that we've been through. And so this week we're going to do A Knight's Tale with Rob Zilla.
Hi.
So that one was for you. But
Thank
before
you.
you jump into, I want to put another. I want to put a picture up on the screen of a picture that Rob Zilla sent me the other day, and this should lead into his Knight's Tale story. So, Zilla, well, this is perfect because you and I are still visible, and it totally covers Neil. So I like this. Maybe we should do this the rest of the show.
Just keep this on there. I gotta go eat dinner anyway.
So, Zilla, why don't you explain what this is, and then just dive into your Knight's Tale.
All right. So once upon a time, I was a radio DJ in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I was actually running the marketing department for a radio station out there. And my station was an MTV affiliate. Back in those days, there was something called the MTV Radio Network. I'm going to preface this with, this story will probably go on for a very long time and have absolutely no conclusion because I'm totally ill-prepared for this, but it should be fun regardless. So one of the guys that I work with and we fly down to Miami. That is the home of the VMAs that year. And I get to my hotel, and in my hotel room is this. It's worse for wear. It's worn down, but it's basically a black box. And in that is this little graphic where it says, Hewlett-Packard presents P. Diddy and Guy Osiris, or I think he's French, so Guy, third annual post-VMA party to celebrate the 10th anniversary of Bad Boy Entertainment. I mean, this is 16 years ago. What I find to be humorous is that when you open it, there are P. Diddy's 10 party commandments, and a acrylic Bad Boy 10th anniversary memento keepsake.
Oh my God, this is so much better than the picture you sent me.
Yeah. Well, this is if you're going to go party with P. Diddy, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you need to be prepared for. So here are Diddy's 10 commandments, and I'll try and get through these as quickly as possible. 1, thou shalt come fresh to death from head to toe. I don't think nobody objects to that. 2, thou shalt not commit the crime of unmanicured nails, hair, toes, and those other godly areas. 3, thou shalt be turned away if thou thought thou could go to another party before this one. So come late, so come early. 4, thou shalt not show up with the uninvited. That includes your mans and them. 5, thou shalt drink more than thou hast ever drunk before. Now, here's the funny part. It actually skips. I don't know if you could see this, but it actually skips from 5 to 7. So somebody at Bad Boy does not know how to count. So the 7th commandment goes, thou shalt party like it's 1999, go foolishly or go home. 8, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's swagger. 8, part 2, again, another typographical error, is thou shalt honor the dance floor and report to it immediately upon request. 9, thou shalt preserve the sexiness at all times. And 10, thou shalt not fuck with nor see Papa.
It had to end with that. Had to end with that.
Right? And I have to tell you guys, the reason why I'm not able to tell this story all that well is because it's one of the most surreal experiences of my life. From the gifting suite, we got like sterling silver Sean John chopsticks. They had a tattoo station in the middle of the party where you could get a Bad Boy Records tattoo, because I know people were lining up like 35 people deep for that one to get a Bad Boy tattoo in the middle of the party. And anybody and everyone at the time that you would think is an A-B list celebrity that was in town for the VMAs was at this party. I'm at a bar, leaned up, ordering a drink, and the guy next to me is like, hey man, you got a light? And I look over and it's Bruce Willis. Like, just like, no, diehard guy. I don't have a light for you, sir. I don't think this is a smoking, but you know, no one's gonna stop Bruce Willis, are they?
I don't know. I think they would.
Maybe. You know, the Olsen twins are in there was a VIP room and then a VVIP room, and the Olsen twins are in the back looking like Olsen twins, just not really
skinny.
Sure. Yeah. So it was remarkable. It was absolutely, again, I use the word surreal because never in your lifetime do you think that you're going to be in an environment quite like that. And yeah, so that's my Knight's Tale, is the night that I got invited to Diddy's VMA after party. I will tell you this, I almost didn't make it to that party. This is actually a pretty good one. And the reason being is I and my broadcasting partner at the time nearly got in trouble for violating the liquor license of the American Airlines Arena there in Miami. And the reason being is this. If you've ever been to one of these large-scale award shows, they take a whole bunch of radio stations from all around the country, and they'll put us in a central area, like a concourse, and it's called like the Radio Room or Radio Row. Well, we knew that we were going to be competing against like the Power 106s of the world and the Kiss FMs and all the big national radio stations. So how are we going to stand out? So we touched down in Miami. I went to a party city. I got a whole bunch of tiki decorations, inflatables. I got like a margarita machine, and we had an open bar at 6 a.m. with all these celebrities coming through. Like, oh, you're coming through? Come drink with us. Do a shot with us. Got completely annihilated on air. But of course, when you're in that kind of a facility, you can't just have opened containers and be pouring like that's somebody else's liquor license. So we got a stern talking to from local authorities, had to apologize. But I'll tell you what, we got some of the best interviews of our lives, because it brought us down to everybody's level. Like, we just want to have a drink and have a conversation with you. We're not trying to be too cool for the room. Like, people were wondering, like, what the heck's going on over there? Why do these people have their entire thing decorated like a tiki bar? So it worked. So that's it. That's I told you that this is going to ramble and it's not going to go anywhere. I prefaced it as that. I don't have a whole lot of recollection. Justin said, we want to put you on the spot. You need to do one of these. It was MTV VMA related because that's the topic of the week. So here we are.
Yes. So Neil, are you able to speak today? I don't think you've said a word since you've been here.
Oh, I was listening.
Oh,
I was just listening.
Just checking in.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm here.
So we had a weird conversation yesterday, and none of us could figure out the answers to this. And maybe some of the younger people in our chat can help us out here. And we're trying, the three of us were having a conversation, more so Zilla and me, and Neil was just ignoring us, I think, if I remember correctly.
Just like the podcast.
Yeah.
Just like today. We were trying to figure out the appeal of K-pop. Now, can anybody explain to us the appeal of K-pop? Because we just don't get it. Now, that could be that we're just old. Are they the boy bands of, reincarnated from the 90s? Is that what they are? What's the deal? Does anybody in the chat, put one in the chat if you love K-pop, or even if you just understand it, like why it's a thing.
Or, is it, go ahead, Neil, sorry.
With K-pop, it's a lot of those boy bands aren't new bands. They have like a long last. It's like if Radiohead was a K-pop band, it's like one of those things that they've been around for so long and they've built this audience. So the longevity of their groups are way longer than ours.
Huh.
So
even these bands, they look very young. Are they just not young?
Right.
Are they just like that's what, so they just
they're
been around?
Asian.
Don't Neil?
They're probably like 60 years old. They are probably like 60 or 70 years old.
I was just gonna say don't go there, but you are part.
Well, I'm there.
Asian,
I've been there.
so
I'm half, so I can say I can say whatever I want.
You're so lucky. I know I've said this before, but it's just the best. You can just go in on anybody because you got a little piece of them in you.
Hey,
DJ
Aaron
Direct. DJ Direct, yes, it is a thing in the States. We have a huge Korean community. It's definitely a thing. And right now they're doing this thing. They're doing a lot of crossover stuff. Like BTS is not just. I'm gonna put out a song with Justin Bieber. Like there's like a lot of crossover happening right now.
Yeah, my social media feed today is filled with a promo for Blackpink, which I believe is that's like a female K-pop group, and they're doing like this big ice cream promo where they're just sending out ice cream to people. So Aaron the Era says it's the total package. You get the music, a music video, several fashionable looks, a dance routine, and promotional performances. Which I guess explains the appeal. Maybe we really are the old guys in the club, guys. I don't know, but I have Justin, Allie Lay. Allie is
I do
very much like she is all about that K-pop life. She loves. I think the BTS is her jam.
Yeah, BTS is big, and they've been around for a while.
Well, I would have to ask the question then, in order to sustain that level of longevity, as well as that mass appeal, it has to expand beyond just, you don't have to be Korean to appreciate K-pop then. I mean, it's got to have more to it than that, right?
That part I don't know. I'm not into K-pop. I just know that a lot of my friends that are Korean that are into K-pop they're like 35-year-olds and they're just in it. They just love it. But these bands like BTS have been around for long enough where they grew up on them. There's actually another one that's also the equivalent as well. I just can't remember who it is.
And our friend Natalia in the chat says, "What's not to love?" And she is not Korean. I don't know how old she is, and I don't think it's right to ask. But from what I can gather, she's not like 17, and she lives in Brooklyn. So I guess people do like that. And let me go back for a second. Shout out to DJ Direct coming into the chat strong. I don't stop, Neil.
No. I'm looking at Nata Wax.
I was just saying hello to Direct, who I haven't talked to in a while. He's out there in Vegas, and we've done some work together. And he's just one of those good dudes out in Vegas. And hopefully, you guys get really open soon.
No.
As opposed to just half open.
I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing at Nata Wax because I actually know him, and he is half Korean. So he was just like, I'm half Korean and I don't appreciate it.
Well, I mean, so I got a question. So basically, for us older guys, like in the mid 1980s, Menudo was kind of the, they kind of jumped out from South. I think they're like Puerto Rican and Mexican. I think most of the band members, and they came over and kind of did like an invasion, the same way the Beatles came from England in the mid 60s. So is this like the next progression? K-pop is that what's happening now? I'm still trying to figure out what it is and why it is. I'm not hating on it. It's just that I think a little out of touch. All right, good talk, guys. Thanks.
I mean, if I had an answer for you, then I'd talk to you about it. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah,
get
I
it.
don't know enough
There's
about
just
K-pop.
certain things that, certain things that old people are just not going to get. I don't think it's terrible. I mean, it's pop music. Like what but I'm not going to. I don't really. I don't know. It's like TikTok for me. Like I get it. It's kind of interesting, but I would never do it or turn it on myself.
TikTok. What do you find interesting about it?
The only reason that I go on TikTok is to learn what the new hot songs are, because that's kind of my job, to know a lot of that. And every time there's a new fad of they're doing that dance on TikTok, and maybe I haven't heard the song before, invariably a day later, a week later, it's the biggest song in the world. So I just try to stay on top of that as best I can.
I'm just curious I'm not debating. I'm just curious because I don't go on TikTok at all. I have a TikTok account. I would watch it maybe. I think I was addicted to it for about a week and then I just stopped. What is the hot song on TikTok? Do you two know?
There's like this one Russian song about bread. I'm not kidding. It's a song called Mi Pan. And it's just super catchy, and I'm not even going to butcher it by doing that. There are a lot of big songs out there, but I'm going to tell you, I go out there for there's like people doing 1-minute cooking demos, and I find them intriguing. Like they're just here's this recipe, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a chicken carbonara in 60 seconds and break it down on how you can do it. Like, all right, I'm down with that. The thirst traps are a little creepy for me. I'm in my mid 40s. I really don't need to be doing that. So that's a quick pass for me.
You are such a fucking liar.
Seriously.
So aggressive.
You're telling me that and look, I'm not saying that you're looking at underage girls. I'm sure you're passing on them. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there's 24-year-old girls in bikinis doing dances. There's no chance you're just passing on them.
So yesterday I actually ended up in a 1-hour TikTok hole, and I'll give you an example of what I found interesting yesterday. So there's this woman who is actually the captain of a Norwegian cruise line. She's the captain of the ship, and she's like giving behind the scenes tours in 1-minute snippets of how the ship works during COVID, and I found that fascinating. So those are the things that I like. I like the pranks. I like when people are pranking their friends, but I'm not trying to be a creep. I'm not trying to be lecherous. That's just not my jam.
Okay, Googling lecherous.
I'm just listen. I'm just telling you.
I do like. There's this one chef. He's like this Asian dude, and he cooks these crazy dishes, and he does it in like you said, in like 45 seconds. That guy's cool. I like that guy. And like I'm a good enough cook that I don't that's enough for me to learn how to do it. Not that I have done any of that yet, but I am entertained by him.
I'm actually going to try and look up some songs. I'm going to try and look up a couple of songs that like.
Oh, there's that Conyo song. That's one. There's there's a Weekend song. There's that. Well, what's that one? It's St. Roses. Is that who it is?
That's St. John
I like that
Roses.
song a lot.
Yeah.
What?
St. John Roses.
Yeah, I really like that song actually.
I don't know if that blew up on TikTok, but I could be wrong. Again, I don't really watch TikTok. Chat, who gets their music from TikTok? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys actually listen or find your guys' new music on TikTok. I'm just curious on it if everyone else does it and I'm just completely off. I just don't know. I don't know enough about TikTok either. Maybe I'm just way too old for that.
Well, I just pulled up a chart for a quick second just to see like what songs broke out there. So, "Say So" by Doja Cat, which is I think we can qualify as a mainstream hit at this point. I believe that song came from TikTok. "Dance Monkey" by Tones and I is also on there. "Super Lonely," which I saw was posted in the chat just a few moments ago. What else? "Blueberry Faygo," I've never heard of, but it sounds like a lot of fun. And then "St. John's Roses," which is a 2-year-old song that just showed up in the last year or so. So I think that TikTok might have had a lot of influence in getting that out front and center. But, the Twitch chat probably has a whole lot more to say than I do on this.
Yeah, I'm looking at the at the chat, and it doesn't seem like that many. Jenna goes to TikTok for music, but I think a lot of us are trying to figure out. I don't know. Again, I don't really know that part.
Nikki Chips in the chat room. This song is in my head all day, which is stunning. I don't have the name of the artist, but stunning.
Wait, is it Curtis?
It's Curtis Waters.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's funny because I have a segment on Beans, Rhymes, and Life that I just started putting together called Crap or Slap.
All right.
So Sujit is actually pushing this record, and so Crap or Slap is basically a segment where I let the audience or my chat vote on if a certain song is crap or if it slaps.
It's a heater.
Yeah, everybody seemed to have loved that. Apparently, they really hate or not really hate. They disliked Akon's new track. But anyway, yeah, that was it's a great song. It's a great song.
Do you happen to have it queued up by any chance?
Yeah, actually, I do.
Like, you know what? Let's just do Crap or Slap right here, right now, live on the Twitch chat. So Neil's gonna cue this up. This is stunning. And if you love it, put a 1 in the chat.
This is where we get flagged by YouTube.
Is it too loud in the chat?
Nope, it
I think
sounds
it's
good.
just perfect.
I'm a pretty boy, I'm stunning. Super speed Sonic, I'm running. Super speed Sonic, I'm running. Call me Big Papa, I'm Sonic.
Wait, this is Akon or this is the other dude?
This
This
is the other
Curtis
guy.
Waters.
I'm a bad boy, make me
I'm going to step out. I think this song is a heater. I think this is going to do something. I think it's going to do something, especially with the younger demographic. I think it's just a great song. I don't know if these guys have anything to follow it up with, but I don't think you need that. I
don't disagree that it's going to do something, but I still think it's crap.
Really?
Yep, I don't like it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, in my chat, which is a lot of people in this in this one, that was, I think, like 3 people out of 50 didn't like it, or it was like 4 people out of 50. So
Shocking that I am part of that 4. Now, there was a segment that we were going to try it last week. We've been talking about doing it for a while. And you brought up Akon, and I'm not sure that the entire chat or many people in the chat know this, but Akon discovered one of the biggest stars in the world. Zilla, who am I talking about?
I have no idea. Rob Zilla.
Really?
Akon discovered me.
That is not true.
I don't know.
So Akon is the person responsible for Lady Gaga.
Is that true?
Yes.
Because I have a... Okay.
Well, look, I'm sure there were a lot of people responsible, but he was definitely involved from the beginning. When I used to run rehab in Las Vegas, which was a big pool party, we had an Akon performance one time, and he brought this insane, crazy lady to get up there and sing with him, and she brought backup dancers and all these people, and sure enough, it was Lady Gaga. The performance was shit. I think we had to tell her to get off the stage. I think our friend Andy had to do that. But anyway, so there's a segment that we've been talking about doing, and it's a game that probably everyone's heard of. And that game is Fuck, Marry, Kill. Okay? And I'm
glad you said
I don't like saying that. I just like saying FMK. It's a lot easier as my 11-year-old walks past me going that way. So we're going to say FMK from now on. Now, if you're not familiar with this game, Zilla, would you explain it to everybody in the chat?
So the segment basically goes like this, where we will present 3 celebrities. One is the F, which I think is self-explanatory. The other is M, which would be marry. And then the other is kill. And these are all kind of, concepts that are a little bit out there. So let's just say like this. There's the one you want to shag, the one you want to be with for the rest of your life, and the one that you maybe want to send to the moon. Because we don't want to kill anybody here on the Old Guy in the Club podcast. So you have your 3 choices.
Well, apparently that's not true. DJ Darth Vader wants to kill Neil. He just put in the chat. So
he's just mad because I won't play Hanson. I played it once and I was like, never again, never again. And he will not let it go. I played it and I think I cut it off.
Natalia, hold tight. We have options. We've already thought this one through. Neil doesn't know what we're going to talk about, but me and Zilla do. So did you finish explaining? I'm sorry. I know I jumped in as usual.
I think I did. I think I explained it pretty well. By the way, somebody in the chat I just saw briefly said that this is a Howard Stern bit. I didn't know. I haven't listened to Stern.
Oh, it's absolutely. He started it. But it's
that.
become, yes, absolutely. But it became, obviously, it's pop culture at this point. It's not. Okay. And I'll give credit to Howard Stern. I mean,
good. I don't want to bite the king of all media's bit, but this should be
sure
fun.
We do.
I mean, we should ask the chat first of all, of the 3 of us, which direction are they going?
Oh Jesus, that's not where I wanted to go with this.
Okay, then we're not going to do that. We'll just.
Oh no, I don't. I mean, they're already doing it in the chat. Apparently, everybody wants to bang you, marry me, and kill Neil. Which that's okay.
They want to kill me with love.
You want to know why? It's because I've got this pillow right here. That's the only reason why they want to jump in bed with me.
That's why everyone wants to marry me.
I feel like I'm at an ICP concert right now with this chat.
I don't even know what that means.
What? They're all like juggalos? What's going on in
They're
here?
all juggalos, and so ICP would bring out a celebrity. Like I think Tila Tequila. I saw this video. Tila Tequila was brought out, and the juggalos just went nuts. They started throwing things.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you see this dumpster being crowd surfed towards the stage, like they were going to toss it at her. They absolutely, they bring out this pop, not icon, but pop figure, and juggalos just go after them, just start throwing bricks, all sorts of things. And I feel like that person, and these are the juggalos that are coming after me.
Now, nobody wants to kill Neil Jackson, but so should we unveil the 3 choices for the chat room right now, Justin? You ready to put that up?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry, I was just responding to a private chat message from Mr. Jackson. And Neil, I'm not opposed to that. you'll see where I'm going with this after we get done with this. But
I'm gonna frame it.
maybe we do it. Okay, so because we were just talking about Akon and Lady Gaga and
the VMAs.
More importantly, because we're talking about the VMAs, here is our FMK choices for today.
So
All right. Go ahead, Zilla.
you've got because they're all performing at the VMAs this Sunday on MTV. Your choices are Lady Gaga, Miley Cyrus, and Ariana Grande, or Ariana Grande.
Grande?
That's why I said Grande or Grande, depending on whichever way you want to pronounce it. I clarified it. Aaron the Era says, "Dear God, it's the Holy Trinity." So your choices are: who do you F, who do you M, and who do you K? Chatters, let us know what your thoughts are.
Now, chat, a lot of you have jumped in already and said, "Can I kill them all?" That is why. that is why this is a fun game to talk about, and it can be interesting because I agree with you. However, you have to choose. Now, I'll volunteer to go first, and here's my thinking. Gaga, I don't get it. She annoys the fuck out of me. There's nothing I find appealing about her, although she was really, really, really good in A Star Is Born. I thought that was a great movie, and I thought she was great. However, she's killing her. Now, Miley Cyrus, I can't believe I'm going to admit this. She sings one of my favorite songs of all time.
Party of the USA?
Yes.
For real?
I mean, I swear to God, it's in my top 5. I don't know why, but I love it. I love that song. It just puts me in a good mood. Okay.
Hands up. They're playing your song. The summer sun's coming your way, or whatever the lyrics are. That's you, Justin Zotz. That's what you're telling us.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I don't know anything. Well, first of all, I know that I would be annoyed by Miley Cyrus in about 8 seconds. So, I don't know anything about Ariana Grande. So, but she looks like a nice human being. So I'm going to say I would marry Ariana and I would bang Miley Cyrus. That's my FMK. What do you guys got?
Okay. Why don't we put the cameras back on? So
that's exactly what I was about to do.
How about you,
All
Neil?
right.
Where are you going with this?
F Ariana Grande, kill Miley Cyrus, marry Lady Gaga.
Oh God, is it why? You got to have reasons.
Jesus Christ, this is difficult. Mel,
What?
earmuffs. So, Ariana Grande looks like she'd be good in bed. For a second. Miley Cyrus, just nothing about her appeals to me. And Lady Gaga, if I were to marry her, out of all the three, looks like she would keep things interesting for a very, very, very long time. Maybe it's the freak in me. Maybe it's because I surf the dark web. I don't know. But out of all three of them, Lady Gaga would probably keep it interesting a lot longer than the other two. That's if I were to choose, but I wouldn't.
No, you have to choose. So, and
Yeah.
that's Natalia.
That's the three options.
Also saying in the chat, she's mortified that people are actually choosing anything other than kill. That's not an option. You have to pick one for each action.
Category. Yeah.
Category.
So yeah,
All
that's
right.
those are my picks.
Okay.
It seems, to me, it seems logical. I don't know. Claudia. Shoni. Yes, Shoni's with me. As long as Shoni's with me, I'm good. I don't care what
That is
anybody else says.
Definitely not true.
Yeah.
That's my man's.
What up, Shoni Pony?
Everybody follow Shoni. So anyway, he also has an emo night on, I think, Monday nights. That is awesome.
Just go follow him on Instagram.
Yeah,
Just to look
it's so
at
good.
his Instagram stories. The day after his emo night was probably I was sitting on my couch dying. I was dying laughing so hard just watching him DJ to these songs.
Oh my
it was
God!
pretty incredible.
Did you see the promo on it? It was insane. I think he still has it on here.
Zilla, you never gave us your FMK choices.
Oh, because you never asked. But so I'm gonna go with Miley.
Wait.
Damn,
Let's see what we got here.
Catch it.
No. Oh, there it is.
Wow. I got sad just looking.
Big
at that.
shout out to Shoney. That's my dude.
boy.
Wait, hold on.
Shoney's good people.
Wait. It'll focus. It's gonna focus. Damn.
It's not focusing.
Anyway, that's him with eyeliner crying in the shower.
Guyliner.
Guyliner.
All right, Zilla, let's hear it.
I hate to say it, but Stephanie Germanata gets killed by Lady Gaga. Miley is my romp, and Ariana Grande is the Mary.
Yeah.
That's
Me and you, we picked the same ones.
That's the direction I'm going. I have a type. I'm so I'm a brunette guy. So Ariana's right there. Gaga, God bless her, she's amazing, but just not my jam. And Miley looks just enough crazy that I could deal with her for 20 minutes and then bye. So not like this is ever going to happen in real life ever, anyways. So this is completely
course not.
inconsequential, but.
I mean, unless one of them is watching, in which case, hit us in the
Because
DMs.
that's what they're doing. That's exactly what's happening in their quarantine right now. Is Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, and or Grande, and and Miley Cyrus are sitting at home on Twitch right now watching the Old Guy in the Club podcast, or catching a replay wherever you find podcasts, whether it's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and more. We're available on every platform the Monday after the show, which occurs live Fridays at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Okay. No, that's great. You're
All
a
right,
real.
thank you.
You're a professional, Zilla.
Aaron wants to know if Akon is an option to F.
Well, does he?
Is he the fourth secret option?
No, because
No.
every time he walks in the room, he'd be like, "Convict," and you just want to punch him.
But
Every-
if you had the choice between, if he's the fourth surprise option, I think he wants to take that one. So anyway, just
Okay.
letting you know.
I will say I'm a big fan of Akon being the humanitarian that he is. Like, he's building his own Wakanda in
Yeah.
Africa, like with schools and solar power and clean water. Taking the money that he's made in the music industry and putting it to good work. So as much as I'd like to tell you that I don't really care for Akon's music, I'm a fan of his work as a human being. So good on you, good sir Akon. And thanks for watching the Old Guy in the Club podcast.
Oh, good God! I feel like we should have come strong with an FMK for the ladies out there and had 3 dudes, but we didn't come prepared.
I could probably think of. I could probably make one happen really quick while you guys tee it up.
Well, I mean, we could just say one. Wow, Robin Thicke, huh? Darth Vader. That's your jam right there.
Yeah, wait, weren't we the 3 dudes?
Yeah,
We
but
were
no,
the
I
th-
think, I think the, I think the chat is predominantly dudes today, which could actually make this funnier.
All right, I
Here's
got
one,
it.
here. Okay, you got one. Great.
I got one.
I have one too in my brain, but if you got one, let's go.
Because we're gonna keep it music related. Adam Levine, Jared Leto, and Justin Timberlake.
Wow, that's a good one, Zilla. Did you
I
make
think
that
those
up?
are all. No, I stole that. But the
Okay.
point is, we do have. So, ladies, this one is for you. Your FMK.
Or Aaron the era. Aaron, you can partake too.
Yeah, ladies and Aaron, Adam Levine, Jared Leto, or Justin Timberlake, and Justin Timberlake. Wait, Jared Leto is a pedo? Marco Penta? Like, wait, seriously? That's a very aggressive statement. DJ Darth Vader says kill Leto. I think everybody wants to kill Jared Leto. I want to kill him just for that performance that he did in where he played the Joker. Not in
Natalia, your options are Adam Levine from Maroon 5, Jared Leto from 30 Seconds to Mars. Is that right?
Mars. Yeah.
Okay. And Timberlake, who I am a massive Justin Timberlake fan, just for the record. So I'm definitely marrying JT. That's my guy.
Natalia's asking, why are we choosing the annoying people? Because they're celebrities. I mean, I don't know of any celebrities that are grounded and well, balanced. I mean, there's a reason why Scientology exists.
Shoni in the chat is effing Adam Levine, marrying JT, and killing Leto. I think I'm down with that. Natalia, that's not an option. You can't kill both. You have to pick one for each.
I think we need to bring her into the chat and find out. We should bring her into the stream and let her speak and explain this.
I'm good with that. You want to send her the link if she's down?
I can't do that. You have to do that. You just send it to her through via Whisper. Let's hear from Natalia face to face what her options are and what she would do. I want to hear a lady's opinion on all this.
In the meantime, DJ Darth Vader says, F Adam, marry JT, and kill Leto 5 times. No, we don't want to kill him once. We need to kill him 5 times over just to make sure he is gone.
Well, I have sent a link to Natalia if she wants to join us. We're putting her on the spot right now.
And
actually, Natalia, if you join us, the next thing I'm going to talk about is actually, I was kind of thinking of you when I thought of this topic, and we've never met, and I've never heard you speak, but I think it's something that you would be a good person to join us for. So maybe you'll join. Maybe not. I believe she does stream, though, right, Neil?
She does. Her and Natawax have the Natawax show, Boozy Brunch on Sundays. I don't know what time, but Natawax or Natalia, you might want to throw in your stream times in here.
And as Aaron the Era just said, she does a terrible Aussie accent. Now, what's funny about that is that was the topic I wanted to bring up today. I woke up the other day, and I was thinking about Neil's comment last week. He did bring her up last week about Kate Beckinsale. And I was thinking about Kate Beckinsale for some reason. And I was thinking about her accent. And I was thinking that I typically don't like the British accent. It doesn't do anything for me, except for Kate Beckinsale. But for other people, I don't like it. And then I was kind of thinking, what are some of the sexiest or unsexiest accents? And then I was like, we should bring Natalia in. I think she's Australian. This will be fun. She probably has an accent. Let's bring her in.
She definitely has an accent.
Right. And then Neil suggested bringing her on for this. And I was like, well, this makes all the sense in the world. So maybe she's going to come on. Maybe she's not.
Oh, no, she's coming on.
Okay, cool. But
yeah,
I will.
So wait, I have a question. I'm sorry. So you're telling me that like the English accent just doesn't, because basically all accents are kind of a thing for me. So you're saying that the English accent, no accents, like, I mean, who wants to, like the least attractive accent in the world, I'm going to tell you, is like a New York, New Jersey accent, especially coming from a female. I mean,
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Hey, how you doing?
I will give you my list, and you guys can, jump in the chat, people, and you can tell us your thoughts on this as well. I do hate a New York, New Jersey accent. What I hate worse is a Southern accent. Really pisses me off. And what I hate even more than that is a New England accent, Boston accent. Now, I hate them, all of them. I typically don't like a British accent. I like a Spanish accent. And
All
I
right.
do like an Australian accent. So those are two that I actually do like. So that's kind of where I'm at.
All right. How about you, Neil? Like,
I
are
like
there
all
any
accents.
Yeah.
I like all accents. I think it. I don't know. I don't.
Am
Really
I the
know-
only? Am I the
Go
only
ahead.
person that when I hear somebody say something like in an English accent, like a proper English accent, you're like, wow, that person's really smart. Like
Yeah,
all of a sudden,
I-
it could tell me like if somebody gave me directions in a New York, New Jersey accent and gave me the exact same directions in an English accent, I'm gonna be like, the British guy really has his shit together. He really knows. Like I'm following where he's telling me to go. TJ, Aaron the Era says, I'd rather get the Rona before having to hear a Boston accent. Yeah, not one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think growing up in California, we didn't really grow up around any accents, to be honest. At least I didn't.
In Pacoima?
Who's from
Pacoima. What do you?
Pacoima?
Pomona. What's
Pomona.
What's Pacoima?
Pacoima
Never heard
and
of
Pomona
Pacoima.
are night and day.
All
We
right.
strive to like
it's
to
still
live in
suburban
Pacoima.
LA. It's still suburban LA.
To live in Pacoima was a goal of ours.
All right. But what I guess I was bringing up that there are large, Mexican communities, South American communities, Central American communities. It seems to me that there would be accents everywhere, just the same way here in parts of San Diego. They are, you hear Spanish accents everywhere. Oh yes, Jenna, that's right. Pacoima is where Richie Valens was from, and I actually watched La Bamba like 2 nights ago on Showtime. That's what got me.
Okay.
Wait, is Natalia still trying to figure out? I think she's one of the 10 people that still use Safari.
Safari. That's still a thing?
Yeah, I use it for everything except for when I do this show.
No way.
Yeah.
What the?
God. You're the old guy in the club, not me. I'm hip.
Yeah, broken hip because you're old. Natalia says
Claudia in the chat says she loves a Cuban accent. I can kind of get behind that. I'm not like a Penelope Cruz. She's Cuban, right?
she's Spanish, like literally from Spain.
Like actually Spanish?
I'm fairly certain.
From Spain?
Does anybody in the
From-
chat know any celebrities that are from Cuba or
I
that
do.
are Cuban? Who?
Desi
Kubici.
Arnaz. Desi Arnaz was the dopest Cuban to ever grace television. Ricky Ricardo, that dude, when he spoke, like when you watch those old I Love Lucy shows, Desi Arnaz just had his stuff together. Who doesn't love Ricky Ricardo? Oh, hi there. We have a guest.
Hi. What's up,
All right.
guys?
Wait, where's your
I-
microphone at?
My microphone?
Yeah, you stream.
Says it's working.
No, she's good.
I
It
don't have
sounds
a
like she-
professional one. Hang on, let me plug in my headphones. Guys.
So there's the
Safari,
accent
really?
we're talking about.
Okay. Can you hear me
Safari?
better?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
way better.
Okay, cool. What's up?
Safari, explain that.
Welcome. Welcome to the
No.
Like
Before we say
Safari.
welcome, what the hell, Safari?
Guys, I like Safari, okay?
I do too. I'm like it's my go-to. It's what came with the computer. Why do I need to do an add-on?
Exactly right. Thank you, Zilla. Exactly right.
Just really
Both
quick.
of y'all are old.
If you're just joining us,
I'm younger than
on-
you, Neil.
and everybody's
Chill.
younger than me. No.
That's true.
What's up,
if
guys?
you're just now joining us on the Old Guy in the Club podcast, from time to time we are known to bring our friends from the chat room live from the Twitch chat to join us. So our friend Natalia has joined us to talk about a few things with us as well. If you are checking us out on the replay, which gives you a reason to join us live every Friday, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern, every time we do this show. Sorry about that. Had to do the quick shameless plug.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
Can you do it again?
At least
Sure.
we have one professional on this show.
In like 3 minutes, I'll do it.
Okay,
like in
great.
the middle of you saying something, I'll interrupt you.
Just cut me off. Yeah, I like that.
Yes, but it's how I roll.
Guys, just warning you, I'm no average husband. So,
Alright.
just saying.
You've got a little fire under you.
I got a little fire.
Oh wait! Before we get into this, F, Marry, Kill, and all this
Oh my
other,
god! And the accents that I
like,
was
let's-
listening to while I was trying to figure out not Safari.
while you're like trying to crank your computer on, like adding the coal into,
Exactly.
while your dial-up is going.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, do you even know what a dial-up is?
I remember dial-up. I was like the internet kid. That
Welcome.
I'm glad
You
we're on
got
the same
mail.
page.
So we have Natalia on the show. Natalia and Wax have Nata Wax on
We do
Sundays.
have Nata Wax.
Can you explain to the chat and us what that is? I've chimed in a couple times. I lurk a couple times, but
Neil doesn't stay long on our channel.
I don't you catch me on Sunday. That's literally like the only day to myself where I can just like run my errands.
And
So
you
I
don't want to
listen,
spend it with us.
I listen,
understand.
but I can't really like jump in the chat.
Okay.
I just hear the wheels come off. People are getting wasted, and I'm like, all right, I'm out.
Wait, so you told everyone basically what happens. I guess like we was still on IG Live with Neil when Neil was doing that when quarantine hit, and it was a good way of connecting with people. And we noticed that me and Wax were just always shooting the shit. Can I say that? Shooting the shit.
Of course.
And with people, with our friends, and being the jokesters of the room. So we were like, oh, this would be so much fun. Now everyone's streaming. Let's do it. But what we're really good at is encouraging people to kind of drink and have a good time. So we took Sundays where there didn't seem to be that much going on. So we just hang out, drink, talk silly things, do purity tests, which is fun.
What is that?
Yep, you gotta let them know.
So we did the rice purity test and had everyone. It's basically how pure are you or aren't you, and it was interesting to see people's results. Let's just say that.
What was your result?
46.
So the higher the number, the more pure.
We've done two now. The first one that we did, the lower the number, the more, the less pure you were. The higher the number, the more pure you were. So mine was kind of in the middle. So I felt okay about that because there was a lot of low numbers. Let me just tell you. There was like a lot of 10s and stuff like that. There you go. Marco got a 19.
So the lower the number, the worse, or the more impure.
Yes.
Can you say that?
That's what I was like, the more impure, is that right? I don't know.
Yeah.
So yes, the lower the number, the more impure you were. Yes.
Okay.
So it was fun. We just do random stuff. Last week there was some twerking, but Neil knows about that. And
Anyway, if anybody has the purity test in the chat, can you guys put the link in the chat so Rob, Zilla, and Justin can take it on air, so we can figure it out by the end of the show.
Wait,
I think it's just
I'll do it.
ricepuritytest.com.
Puritytest.com,
No,
guys.
rice purity test. Do you want
Okay,
me to
Marco
chat it?
Pan-
Can I chat it? No, that'll just go to you guys.
No, Marco Painted just put it in the chat. Dude.
There you go.
How long does this take? Because I can multitask, kind of.
Perfect. I love a multitasker.
Actually, that's totally a lie. I can't multitask at all.
I was going to
but
say,
guess
you can't do
I'll give it a
anything.
shot.
That's okay. I probably won't be that interesting anyway, Justin. So you.
All right.
PurityTest.com. Neil, make conversation as I'm doing
Okay.
this.
So, I mean, I don't know. Are we
Jesus,
supposed to
it's
be doing that?
100 things.
Yeah, but it's quick.
Okay.
Go, Neil.
I'm just watching both of their faces. They're like,
They're like, we're
oh,
in
God.
it now. Let's go.
oh God.
Oh,
So-
boy.
So, Natalia, how do you like streaming?
It's good. It's a little overwhelming, I think, considering from you would know. You've got all the gear though, and I thought I was techie until I started Twitch, and then I was like, maybe not so much.
Yeah, it's a whole different animal in here, and like,
It really is.
yeah, you gotta. I mean, I know you know a lot about cameras, but I'm like, and you are like, take it from the photographer that like seriously, it's a whole lot of other things.
1,000%. No, I feel you. It's like the audio side of things that I have no idea about. So we had major echoes happening a couple of times, but you know, it's fun. It's fun until it's not. And then I'm like, okay, bye guys. I'm out.
Yeah. Flip side, actually, he's the one guy that has it down packed. He's in the chat right now, and it's like
Hi,
he and I,
side.
yeah, he and I are going through like these tests, and it's crazy. But I wish we could have brought Wax in here too. I heard that Wax is a twerking machine now. I saw your guys' recap.
He is a twerking machine.
I
Indeed.
never saw that from him before.
Yeah, I've never seen that from him before. I think
have-
everyone was quite taken aback.
I mean, I've known him for decades, and I have not seen him grind on a couch like that before.
That's what happens on
I was like,
Busy
you're
Brunch.
gonna have to get that thing cleaned for sure. Like that is while he was eating donuts, which
I
I'm like,
know the skill level was so high, it was out of control.
talk about
Like,
multitasking.
And
Don't-
with the mukbang, it's like
wait, you
what?
guys did a mukbang?
he was mukbang twerking on the couch with the donut. There was so much going on. It
Jesus,
was really impressive. So yeah, you just never really know what's going to happen on Boozy Brunch. So you know,
I gotta tune in. I seriously gotta tune in. Like the
Yeah.
first time you guys did it, I was in the chat and I said, yo, you guys got an echo. And like it was like a really faint echo.
Really
But I
faint,
was
yeah.
like walking from the, you know, what I do every day, and that's coming from like an electronics store because I need a wire for my setup or
course.
something. And I was like, I had you guys in my headset while I was walking down
you're
the
like, I
street.
can't do it.
I was just like, what is going on in there? Like
I know we had the issue for a while. Last Sunday seemed to be good. So
I got my score.
oh, whoa, so fast.
so
Yes,
fast.
so fast. I love this, guys.
I'm 2 minutes away.
I'm on, so
He's
I
so close.
Just to recap, I jumped on the ricepuritytest.com, the official rice purity test. I went through the series of 100 questions, and my score is a 20.
Okay, that's not the worst
Wait,
of them. So you're
20?
okay. Yeah.
20.
So that means you're not that pure, but there've been many worse. So you're okay.
I mean, I think I that's what I did. I got a 20. Yeah. I don't know. There were some pretty intrusive questions. Like, if you're joining us in the chat and you're wondering like what these questions kind of look like, for example, have you ever danced without leaving room for Jesus?
That's such a good
Oh,
question.
that one confused the hell out of me until someone explained it to me.
Yeah, you know, when I had 12 years of Catholic school guilt underneath my belt, so
So you knew what
pun
that
intended.
meant?
Yeah, like you have to leave room for the Holy Ghost.
Yeah, I didn't know.
So wait,
have you
the
ever
lower the score, the dirtier?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait, what'd you get,
Indeed.
Zilla?
I got
Oh!
Oh, I got a 12.
I got a 20.
Is 12 good?
Whoa! Okay.
Wait, so you're a dirtbag?
I guess.
Wait, so what porn were you in?
Wait, what was your score, Justin?
12.
Damn.
Wait, did you do it, Neil?
I don't do stuff like that.
Oh, you're such a dick.
I just don't do stuff like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, I run a clean stream on my channel, you know.
Welcome
I-
to
I-
the too cool for the.
So basically, Natawax is the opposite of what Neil does. Just
Yeah,
saying.
that's the after hours.
I
If
don't
you're
know,
just
Magic
joining
City
us-
Tuesdays are pretty hectic, Neil.
Say again. My
Magic
two,
City, yeah.
Yes, and then at midnight, like the dealers,
You're out.
I'm out. And then whatever happens, it's probably in the Discord or like. Flipside said he saw me. That wasn't boxers. They were just short. They were poom poom shorts.
What?
Am I allowed to drink during your show?
Yes, absolutely.
Of course. I was
It's
actually thinking
Friday.
of having a drink myself.
Cheers.
Neil has
Justin,
an
do it.
OnlyFans for his knees. Purity
Oh.
my ass.
Pretty much.
I do have an emote of my knee, by the way.
I made an emote for Neil's knees like 2 months ago. I never sent it to him, but I made it.
I don't know what this. Okay, actually, let's ask Justin and Zilla. What are your guys' thoughts on knees? Is there like an attraction?
No.
No.
Perhaps.
Such a,
I'm
such
never,
a
I'm
weird
never,
question.
I would never notice someone having like sexy or nice knees, but if they
Hey,
were fucked up,
baby.
I would notice. That's about it.
Yeah, like
Do you
if her
find
knees are all if her knees are all scarred up, I'm thinking this is either going to be really good or really bad. But
But you're gonna go for it? Is that what you're saying?
it's the only thing that's going to register right here. I mean, of course, I'm still going to go for it. What are you talking about? But I mean, yeah, that's not a jam. I have other things that I kind of check out on girls when I'm.
You mean a
what,
Nemo?
what are the top things?
Gosh, you know, eyes are up there.
Okay.
Yeah, they're up there.
they're
They
up
are up there.
there.
They're
Literally,
very close.
literally, and
I hope they're
figuratively.
up there.
Dude, I'm a sucker for back dimples.
Back
Like the dimples.
Yes,
right?
I would agree with you on that.
Yeah, it's hard to disagree with that.
Do you
One in
mean
the
like
chat.
in the lower back?
Yeah.
One in the
Lower
chat.
back,
If
just
we are
just
into
above
back
the bum
dimples.
bum.
It's a good
You know, if
question,
you're-
chat.
Yeah, if
I
it's
think
right
most
above the
guys
bum
are
bum,
into back dimples.
Well, I think every guy is, just because of what you're thinking about when you see that.
No, I mean because
Whoa,
like
wait,
No?
what are you
What do you
thinking
mean?
about?
Oh, stop it.
No, I'm actually
I-
being serious. I'm actually
Like
being
when
serious.
you're looking at that. Forget it. But my kids just came back in the house, so I have to behave now. Like I kept them outside.
I think I
they were
got
out.
it.
So the last hour and 17 minutes since we started, they were outside in the 115 degree weather. I've allowed them
Right.
back in the house now.
That's so nice of you.
skilled parenting.
Thank you, DJ
at its
Shoney.
finest.
DJ Shoney nailed it. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, but
I mean,
beyond the
what is your
obvious.
thing, Natalia? What is your
Yeah.
thing? And if you
I
say
mean-
back dimples, dudes don't have that.
Heavy set Middle Eastern dudes.
Exactly. Took the words out of my mouth. Oh my goodness. Hey, cheers. You know, I don't think I have like specific things. I'm pretty open. I like a good sense of humor, and just a good person. That's such a boring
So
answer.
the three of us are out.
No, there's got to be that one thing that you're just like,
I think back in the day, I would say that if someone had to pick my type for me, they would be like long hair, beard, tattoos.
long hair.
So a
beard.
chef.
Or any
a
guy that works at a
bartender.
coffee shop.
Yeah. So a chef, a
Guy that
that
can
works
make
at
a
a coffee
nice
shop.
balsamic glaze.
Yeah, or Williamsburg, an owner of a artisanal mayonnaise shop in Williamsburg.
Yeah, but that's why I said in my younger days, because been there, it doesn't work out. So yeah,
I can recommend a really good IPA.
so true. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Neil, Justin.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
what are
already
your types?
I agreed with back dimples. DJ Jojo said teeth, and I'm hardcore about teeth
Ooh,
too.
really?
Me too.
Yeah.
Me
That's
too.
interesting.
Yeah, teeth are definitely like a thing that I notice first.
That's why at 46, I'm getting Invisalign. I swear
Was
to God,
that why I
ordered
was
them.
so insecure my whole life? I hate my teeth. No wonder.
Yeah.
Like,
What's wrong with your
yeah.
teeth?
Let's see it. Let's see them.
Let's see.
There's nothing wrong with your teeth.
I
You have
had
good teeth.
braces 3 times, and I still
Oh.
hate my teeth.
All right, get closer to the camera,
No,
chat.
I'm not doing it.
That
Let's
was
rate
aggressive,
her
Neil.
teeth.
Very aggressive.
There are certain things I will
this
and will not do.
And
for
now
you,
we're
Neil
into the
Jackson.
segment of rate her teeth.
No. I kind of still also want to know what you guys wanted to know about the accent thing. Or was this just a test to see how accents work for people in general?
Yeah, well, I had a thought about accents and what.
Sorry to take it
you know,
back.
and
No,
what
that-
works for people and doesn't work for other people. And I was talking, and we all kind of agree that the New York accent doesn't work for
Okay.
anybody. Well, that's probably a lie, but at least not for any of us. And I'm from there.
Okay.
but Neil's like one of Neil's crushes is Kate Beckinsale, so that's a nice British accent.
Yes.
I don't love her, but that's, hey, to each their own. But I don't think it's the accent thing that bugs me. Although I don't love a British accent. And my dad's British. Just saying. I don't know. So this is just a test to see how the Aussie accent weighs in.
Well,
I'm just a fan of accents.
I was just thinking of all the people that are in Neil's chat, and obviously we've never met till right now, really. But I knew I'd
Nice to
seen
meet you.
somewhere in the chat that you're from Australia, so I was
Yes.
like, and you're always in his chat, this chat, like, and into it. So I was
Yes.
like, well, if we're gonna bring in someone with an accent, there she is.
Boom.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then we started with the F, Marry, Kill, and you were into that one too, so we figured we'd bring you in.
But I
so why
was
did
into
you
it,
hate
but
those
not
people?
into it.
Yeah, you were
All right,
totally
so
not
explain
into it,
that.
but you have
Why-
you have to make a decision. Like there's
I
a gun to your head.
can't.
You have to
Like, kill me.
No,
No,
that's-
you can't.
No.
You can't cop out. Okay, I got one for you.
Okay.
I got one for you.
Hit me.
John Hamm,
Okay.
John Stamos,
Oh, okay.
and George Clooney.
Okay, I was a fan of Full House as a kid. You know when he sang Forever? When Uncle Jesse sang Forever to Becky at the wedding. I still dream about that moment. So I have to say, as sexy as John Stamos is, I have to go with marry him because I'd want to be with him forever. This is where we should play the song. And George Clooney's like a sexy dude, so I guess I'll F him. And then what was the other option? Clearly enough for me to want to kill him. John Hamm.
John
What did I
Hamm.
say? John Hamm.
Really?
You know, I don't know
Don
enough
Draper.
about him. I don't know enough about him. We shot him for GQ a while back, but I don't know enough about him to give an opinion.
Did you ever watch Mad Men?
I did not. It
One of
was
the
a big
best
show.
TV shows
I
of
know.
It's a good
One
show.
of my top
And
five.
I've always liked John Hamm just as an actor. I think he's great. But when he did his episode on Curb Your Enthusiasm this past season, it was so good. He was incredible.
So
I
then
am a
that one
huge John Hamm
card.
fan.
So
What's
I
that?
shouldn't. So I can't kill any of them. See, then
You have
now
to,
you've
though.
taken
That's
it
the
to the
point. You
other
have to.
extreme.
It's,
that's
it
the
has
point.
to, like. I
Then
mean,
do
you
I
have to
kill
pick-
George Clooney? No.
See, I'd be marrying for that Clooney money. I mean, right off the bat. If I'm
No,
marrying,
I
I'm marrying
want
for
Uncle
Clooney
Jesse
though.
forever. Sorry.
Yeah, but you can't if you marry. See, here's the thing though that you have to realize: the one you marry, you can't sleep with.
Wait, I can't sleep with themselves.
No,
Is that
it's-
just
it's-
because that's
they're
the
all-
general rules of
They're,
marriage?
they're all
Like,
separate. No, they're all separate. Like
Man. So
They're in
then do I
different boxes.
marry John? Is it John Hamm? What's his name?
John
John
Hamm.
Hamm.
Do I marry John Hamm, kill George Clooney, and F John Stamos?
Probably, if that's your thing. Stamos.
Stamos?
She can't even say his name. Why you're gonna bang Stamos and
Stamos. I'm Australian. This was part of the whole testing situation. There's a lot of things that I say a little bit off.
That's true, and that's okay. That's why we like the accent.
Thanks.
Hey, by the way, just really quick, can we take a step back? Because you mentioned earlier that you actually shot John Hamm. For
Yes.
those of us that actually don't know you, can you give us like a quick bio, just a snippet on who you are and what you do and why we should love you? I mean, obviously there's plenty of reasons, but you know, like just give everybody that's not familiar with you a little intro.
I'm from Australia. I live in
Figure
New
that out.
York. For the last 10 years, I lived in New York. I work with a photographer. So we do a lot of photo shoots with fashion celebrities. I don't know if that's why you should love me, but
No.
it works. So yeah, I've got heaps of stories about celebs, which is why I said never marry Ariana Grande.
Okay, spill it. We want to know.
I mean, she's
she's
one of the
never gonna
most
tell us.
horrible people
Oh wow.
to ever shoot ever.
Please.
Am I supposed to say? Maybe I should
tell us a
say
story.
Don't worry, nobody's watching.
We actually
Yeah.
shot her. Look, it's been a long time. We shot her for Teen Vogue when she was first kind of big, and she was just she was the worst, most obnoxious. She was so young, but she had so much entitlement, and my boss is so chill, so everyone's super easygoing. And she brought her boyfriend at the time on set, and we'd set her up for a shot, and we'd be like, it's so hard to herd her. Like, come on, like, oh, I need my latte. She said to me at one point, she's like, oh my God, I don't eat. I just drink lattes and sometimes eat nuts. And I was like, okay, cool. And then so we'd get her in position and we'd be ready to shoot. And then she'd like randomly be like, baby, come here. And then just start making out with her boyfriend, like hair and makeup, everything set. We're about to shoot. And then she'd just be making out with her boyfriend. And my boss is like really shy. And he'd be like, sorry, excuse me, we're just trying to, can we, we're just trying to get, can we just get the shot? And we just look at him like, this is useless. It was a long day because she's difficult. And I can only imagine that got worse over the years. But hey, maybe people change.
I hate her now.
Uh,
I'm still
Aaron,
not changing. Well, maybe I would change my picks.
Okay, what would you change it to?
I might have to marry Miley, just because she could sing my favorite song to me.
Yeah, but she
Wait,
comes
what
in
was
like
your
a
favorite
wrecking
song
ball.
again?
Well, it's not my number one favorite, but one of
Yes,
my.
it is.
It's like one of those like what is it, like a secret
A guilty pleasure.
guilty pleasure. A guilty pleasure
Love
is
guilty
the song
pleasure.
"Party in the USA." I love it.
I will give you that. I'm happy to give you that because I feel like we all kind of can sing along if it happens to come
Right.
on.
Can
Right.
anybody else
Yeah.
visualize Justin like getting ready one Saturday night and he's got, he's in the mirror and he's, putting on a nice shirt and he's got Miley Cyrus bumping in the background singing
love
Party
it.
in the USA?
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Wrecking Ball. I don't like Miley Cyrus. I don't like any of her songs. But when that song does come on, whether you're thinking about it or you're not thinking about it,
You're thinking
I promise you, 98% of the guys in this chat will find themselves at least humming it while that explosion, that Wrecking Ball explosion, just like
is it because of the visuals from the video?
it's just one of those. It's just one of those
What
songs
do
that
you
you just
mean?
like start
To bring
belting it
this,
out.
well, she's like riding a big ball in it,
That,
right?
I've
Like,
actually
in,
never
like,
seen the
white-
video. I've actually
in,
never
like-
seen the video.
Well,
She's
she's
riding
sitting on a wrecking ball.
Well,
naked.
Obviously.
right, close to naked. Just saying. I thought that
I'm-
may be the reason why. And we
So
were
yes.
talking about music videos, so it seems fitting.
I'm officially changing my picks. I
Okay.
will kill. I'm still killing Gaga. I can't.
Yeah,
can't
I
deal
agree with
her
you on
at
that.
all. But I'll switch the other two officially.
Okay. To
I'm
Ariana
yes,
and
I guess I have to
marry
marry Miley.
Okay, I'm going to go with Justin on this. If I had to, I'm with Justin on this.
Okay,
All right.
I'm glad we
Wait,
figured
say
this
the-
out, guys.
Say
Zilla,
the
you're not
order?
changing, huh?
Oh, oh. No.
Wait, say the order again.
Who?
Kill
You said
Gaga.
you're gonna change. Kill Gaga. Okay.
Yep. Sleep with
Marry-
Ariana Grande, just because at least she'll not be in my life ever again.
She won't talk
and
anymore.
then marry Miley.
What?
I'll go with Justin. Yeah.
You would marry till death do us part, Miley Cyrus?
Yep.
Yeah, because
She's
Miley
the
Cyrus
least
is going to sing
obnoxious.
Party in the USA
tell
to
you-
him.
First off, I don't. I
Plus,
wanna,
wait, hold on. Plus, I get to hang out with Billy Ray.
Ah.
What the?
That's the cherry on top.
You would give up your.
Billy Ray's going to sit there the whole time telling you, I had that song Old Town Road. That's all that fucker's going to talk about. That's all you're going to hear
okay.
about.
And
No.
wasn't he achy breaky as well?
Yeah, he was.
Wasn't
That's
it
the
Achy Breaky
only
Heart?
country song I like. There's one country song in history I like, and that's it.
Oh man, me and Justin are the same person. I'm just realizing.
You seem
Well,
so
thanks for
happy
coming to
about that,
my-
Natalia.
I don't
I mean, look at him.
What?
know. What?
This is me. Like, I just took a shower before this thing.
So
you really
did
want to see
I.
what I look like? That's the real me right there. That
you don't have
was
one of these. You
that
don't have
was-
one of these, though.
that was That was me during quarantine. Everybody say hello to my little guy. He just got out of the.
Wait, I'm on YouTube?
Hi.
Hey.
What's his name? Or
That's
you
Timmy.
don't have-
He can't hear
Hi,
you because I
Timmy.
have my AirPods in, but
Am I?
you're on a live stream right now.
I'm on YouTube.
You're not on YouTube right now, but you will be on Monday. All right.
So cute. Oh my gosh. Oh wow,
So
look at
happy.
that. Wait, did Justin get that for you, Neil? I'm confused. Or did
So
you do it?
the story
yourself?
behind this, he mailed out a bunch of people's stuff. Like, he knows my thing is coffee, but for some reason he sent me this candle. It's
Well,
probably
Neil,
got to be.
for the record, I was part of the coffee buying for you. I was
First-
part of that, just so you know.
And that's okay to send.
You're welcome, by the way.
Somebody, it's okay to send an unscented candle.
I didn't know it was
That's
unscented. I just
that's
knew that it
never
looks
okay.
great.
That
That's all
is-
I knew.
Thank you for the coffee, but what is this?
It's a stunning picture of
It is.
of
It is an
handsomeness.
unscented candle.
Welcome to episode 1 of the Old Yentas in the Club podcast.
Didn't you say, Neil, that you don't mind unscented candles? Is it
I've
soy?
never said that. I've never
Is
said
it
that.
soy? You did
I am
say
very
soy.
particular about candles. It has to be soy. It has to be
Okay.
scented. It's.
Soy?
I don't like.
So soy is not scented though. Usually,
soy is scented. The
unless
reason
you
why.
give a scented soy candle.
That's hard to say.
Well, no. Okay, so the soy candles are the reason why they're you see a lot of soy candles is because the other candles are actually toxic. I don't know if this is soy or not, and if it's not, then that makes
It's
this
definitely
present
toxic.
even worse. So it's unscented and it's poisonous. So I'm very particular about my scents, and it has to be soy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this is.
Right.
This is. I don't. This is.
I
Well,
Neil,
it's for show.
I mean,
He
Neil,
doesn't want
I
to
can
kick
send
me off
you-
the roster, so
What-
he's going to try and kill me.
What happened?
That's
would you
what he's
have
trying to
been,
do.
Okay, here's a question for you. Would you have been more upset or less upset if I sent you a pillow like I sent Zilla?
I would have totally went with the pillow. I would have went with the pillow,
Would
the
you
coffee
have
mug.
slept, would you have been like, oh, Justin,
I don't know.
like that?
I probably would have went to bed and then woke up like, oh,
Right. Okay.
every morning.
Okay.
But I would be
Our friend-
alert.
Our friend Scooter, I sent him a coffee mug, and he has been traveling to DJ gigs with the mug. He brings it with him, and he
Oh.
takes Instagram stories of the mug, like in airport like seats, waiting for his flight.
I
Well,
like that.
It's funny because me and Scooter have conversations about that mug on DM, and he's like, "Man, this thing is just judging me. This thing is judging me." I'm like, it's actually not that bad because it pushes you to work harder to impress the coffee mug.
That's
One
right.
day it'll smile. Maybe it won't. It probably never will. But you will work harder and harder every
Oh, no.
time.
But that was me. I had that was like 2, maybe 3 months into quarantine, so I had like a full beard and I was just kind of
You
shaving
just let it
everything off,
go.
and I had to leave the stash for a minute.
And it was also a mugshot. So
And then there was
So-
another point during quarantine where I shaved my head, or I tried,
Oh.
and then I couldn't. I thought shaving your head would be easy, like you just go wah, 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 and it'd be done. That's not the case. So I started to shave it, and then I realized that this wasn't something I could handle myself, and I had to ask my ex-wife, who was sitting on the couch, to shave the rest of my head.
I love it when he talks about this.
Yeah, I mean, this is just such a dysfunctional household. Yeah,
And a dysfunctional podcast. With that, I have a question for our friends in the Twitch chat room. Should we start an Old Guy in the Club merch store? Would you buy an Old Guy in the Club mug and or pillow and or other Zazzle item? Put a 1 up in the chat if you think that that's something that you would consider buying. Please let us know. Did I already do that? I did. It's the second time I asked for that.
I don't think you did.
Okay. And then I meant to. Oh, look at.
I'd
I'll
like
wait
the
for Natalia.
candle, please.
you
Shoney
would
said
like an old guy
-1.
in the club candle?
But nonetheless, one.
Okay.
It's one on the other side, though.
Okay, Natalia, you whisper me your address, and you will have a candle there.
That
Amazing.
sounds,
just sounds so
creepy.
creepy.
So creepy.
But that's how you have
So
to do it
creepy.
on
That is how you do it on
Twitch.
Twitch.
I mean, you can also DM me on Instagram.
That's some SVU
fine.
stuff.
I will whisper you, Justin. But also, I wanted to know, Neil. Sorry, I missed who you said had the coffee mug. But does this mean that every day when you do your streams, you're waiting and looking at Justin, just like trying to impress him?
I'm always looking over his shoulder.
He's
You know,
looking
because
at.
you said it like, you know, the coffee mug. Is it different with the candle? Would you have preferred a coffee mug?
The image itself, well, the coffee mug, because I would use it all the time. I just turn around and like look, and then I
You're
put
like,
it right
whoa.
here, like the hood ornament.
Right.
But the image of it is, you wake up in the morning, you look at it, you're like, I hit end stream after beans, and I'm like, I'm looking at it like, I'm gonna tomorrow, I'm gonna do better tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be better than today. And then I go into the bathroom, and just before I get ready for the day, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
Whoa.
That coffee mug looks at me the same way like Donald Trump looks at Don Jr. Just like looking for that sense of approval.
Zilla, I want your honest answer when I ask you this question.
Shoot.
What did Mom say when you showed it to her?
She loved it. She thought it was cute. I mean, but Mom loves you. I mean, like,
I know.
I don't know why, but then again, she loves me, so it's not for taste. But yeah, she thought it was the funniest thing ever. I when I actually got it, I showed it to Al, I showed it to Nelly. My sister wants a candle. Jen is in the chat right now saying, I want a mug, I want a candle, I want an old guy cardigan, an old guy onesie.
They make the onesies. I can get, if anybody has a,
Ooh, I love
if anybody has a baby.
Aaron has got the best
for
one.
me, not for a baby.
Aaron's got the best one. I think you, in the old guy merch store, you should sell Werther's.
Oh yeah.
Some hard candy.
Wait, the
Werther's.
candy?
Oh my God!
Oh, Werther's original, amazing.
Oh man, that is the
Is that
old.
caramel?
Yeah,
It's like
but
hard
it's
toffee,
caramel toffee. Yeah,
Toffee.
That's right.
Yeah, I would-
I think my mom eats those.
Yeah,
They're
old,
delicious.
Like Werther's is like the official like old person's candy.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they think that, and they think they're hooking you up. Like they genuinely like, yo. Like I remember, man, my dad would do that shit. Like he would just be like, yo, okay, yo, I got you.
No, my
Got you.
I'm like,
my grandmother in
okay.
church, like I would like my grandmother in church. We'd all go see each other in church, and I'd be a couple seats down, and all of a sudden like a little wrapped candy would make its way down the pew, and that's coming from my grandmother's purse all the way over. Like, here, have a hard candy. That's what old people do. It's beautiful.
Side note, big shout out to I am Nikki Chips for the gifted sub. Thank you.
Thanks,
Nikki
Nikki.
Chips.
But out of
Hey,
all
Nikki
people,
Chips.
Thanks.
out
He's
of
my
all
neighbor.
people,
Thanks, buddy.
Aaron,
My
the
neighbor and my
Aaron?
old friend.
You have 21 people in this room, and you picked Aaron to gift a sub to?
Well, I'm actually happy with that because I know Aaron will use my elote emote.
You waited all show to say
He
that
will.
too.
Oh,
He will.
okay.
And my Yo MTV WAPs.
Mine,
Emote.
but yes.
I know.
emote.
Right after that, I know Jenna's like, "Oh God, he said it wrong."
Well, no, it's I know it's WAP. I understand that, but
Whoa,
the
whoa.
show is Yo MTV Raps, so it's
Wax.
Yo MTV WAPs, right?
Oh God, I just can't say it. I can't say it.
You can't say which. Either way.
WAP.
Yeah, I'll let them
can't
say
say
it.
WAP.
I technically still don't actually know what a WAP is.
Whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, whoa. End
well-
stream.
Except, wait.
One of you guys is gonna have to explain this
Except
because I can't say it out loud with my kids in the other room.
Is it what the song says?
Yeah.
Okay, I just heard it today. I think I've heard it before, but never listened to the lyrics. And then I asked someone the other day and they said something about pizza and wings or something. And I was like, really? Because I have the feeling that that's probably not actually what it is. And then I heard the song today and I thought, yep, I was wrong. So that's kind of intense. Good to know.
I'm
Yeah.
just waiting. I'm just
My
waiting for the
pastor
chat
said
to
it.
catch
My,
up.
Yeah,
my
the
pastor
chat's
said
gonna
it's
annihilate
wisdom
me.
and praise.
There you go. We can go
Wisdom
with
and
that.
praise.
There you go. I'm into it.
Oh God.
Warm apple pie.
Warm apple pie.
That
pretty
works
good
too,
one.
Jenna.
They did a whole movie about that.
I
They
saw a
did.
meme that was what was his name in the movie?
Oh, what's his name?
Shipbreak.
Jim, not Jim. Jim. Yeah, his
Jim.
name's
It is Jim. Yeah.
Jim. I saw a meme that was Jim, and this is the only WAP I know, and there was a picture of him in the apple pie. Wow! Shout out to Romeo Reyes in the chat. What's up, Rome? He likes warm apple pie apparently.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool.
I didn't really have anything else planned for today. I mean, I have a list, but I mean, what else do we want to talk about?
Actually,
We-
Natalia,
you know
let's do a Knight's Tale with Natalia.
Oh man, I can't.
She's a
do it.
little party animal.
I can't do
Wait,
it.
well,
yeah,
you
you
have
can.
No, I can't.
You have to. You're on the show.
What sort of story? What's the requirements?
Well, how
Just
about
tell a
this?
story.
We can waive your appearance on A Knight's Tale, but you have to have a good grinds my gears.
You know what? I thought about this when Neil just messaged me right before I got on, and I was like, they're going to ask me for a Grinds My Gear, and it's my favorite section of the show because
Yes.
every time you guys say something, I'm like, ooh, that's so annoying. I hate that. But now, blankness.
Wait, well, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to think of one. All right, you don't have to go first. We can have somebody else go first, and you
I
can
need
think about it
time
as
to
we
think.
go. I have one,
Okay.
as usual. Actually, I have 3.
I love it.
I have 3. One just happened to me like 2 hours ago, and it's fucking so annoying. I have 2 from. I had to take a couple flights earlier this week, and I was flying from Arizona to Texas and back. Now, granted, it's 115 degrees here. It was like 100 in Texas with like 90% humidity. So I understand how hot it is. But I have a really bad pet peeve. So you know what grinds my gears when you're flying? People that wear tank tops. If you don't have sleeves on your shirt and I have to sit next to you and like rub up against your sweaty fucking arm, like I have a big problem with that.
Is that a unisex thing, or I mean, is it?
No,
if
it's
a
not.
Dude in a tank top?
I should have started it that way. If it's a dude, like it's just gross to me.
Okay, so you have no problem with if she's got her Ann Taylor tank top.
No,
Ann
I guess
Taylor.
not. I think it's kind of just more of a redneck. Like it's not even.
He's in Texas. It's not like
That's true. That's true. Sorry.
It's more so like a cutoff shirt than a tank top because no one really wears a tank top. It's like the dude that just cuts off his sleeves. That guy pisses me off on a flight. So that's the first thing. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. But the other thing that really annoyed me is, and I know everyone's gonna disagree with me as usual. It was literally a 2-hour flight, like an hour and 50 something minutes. People that bring neck pillows on like flights that are less than like 6 hours, like you're just an idiot. Like just come on. Like that's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're not connecting through Dubai. It's
Right.
Which I've done before, multiple
Yeah.
times. And I
Sure.
still didn't have a neck pillow. Just saying.
Neil, I know we disagree about everything. What do you think about those 2?
I mean, with the neck pillow within 6 hours. I mean, I don't use neck pillows. I never really understood the purpose of them. But man, when you're tired, you're tired. My Dallas flights, I would just take an early morning flight. If I found the purpose of a neck pillow, it's a 3-hour flight. But if you're tired, you're tired.
But
So-
do they really work though?
I never understood them. Somebody actually told me that you're actually supposed to wear them backwards.
Oh.
Because when your neck hits the chair, it's only supposed to keep you from like lunging forward and sideways.
I bought one for a flight from Salt Lake City to Amsterdam. So that was like, what, 10, 11 hours?
Right.
And I mean, I took a sleeping pill too, so I don't think it really mattered.
Can we make a neck pillow that looks like this?
That's such a
Wow.
great idea.
That's genius. They probably wouldn't let that on the plane.
The TSA would never let you to the gate.
They
with
think
this.
they were a drug mule. Like, oh, drug mule. So what's worse, Neil? Wearing shorts on a flight or a cut-off shirt, like a sleeveless shirt?
I think they're the same. It's like sleeveless
See,
bottoms.
I have no
sleeveless
problem with
top.
shorts. I really have no problem with shorts, though.
I know.
Is
Did
this
you take a
only
picture
for
of like wearing
males?
socks? What?
Are these only for males or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, females can wear whatever they want.
Okay.
It's not going to really bother any guy.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I think, Neil, you're referencing my picture of my flip-flops that I was wearing. That was actually on a flight to Amsterdam.
Yeah,
too.
he was
It
wearing
a different flight to Amsterdam.
He was wearing
I wanna-
flip-flops barefooted on a flight.
Nope.
I'm getting something
Nope.
really quickly. Keep talking.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a hard pass.
So you'd rather be uncomfortable for why?
I'm gonna
You
wear.
just
I'm
got
gonna
bare
wear.
feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear a good set of trainers. I'll have I'll have my Ultra Boost or whatever, and a pair of socks, and that's great. If I'm on
I
a
can't
long haul flight and they provide me with slippers for said flight, great. Otherwise, if I'm on a long haul flight, I will pack a set of slides in my go bag so that I can have something to wear, so I can still be comfortable and still rock my socks while I'm seated. If I need to move about the cabin, I've got my slides, but at no time do my bare feet touch that flying aluminum petri dish whatsoever. Hell no. I do the same thing.
Never.
I
do the
can't
same thing
sleep
in
with
hotels.
socks on.
Wait, you can't sleep with socks on?
No.
In general or on the plane?
Well,
Aren't
I've
you talking
never-
about on the plane? I was gone for a second, but
Yeah,
we're
we're
talking
talking
about
about on the
either.
plane.
I
So,
can't. I just can't sleep with socks on. Period.
so Justin wears his flip flops on planes, no socks on, just bare feet flip flops.
Nope.
but then you obviously do you take them off, or do you leave them on the whole time?
If you do that, if you even say yes, I'm gonna
No, what I'll do
tear
is
my
I'll
computer
take.
out
I
of.
will. I will slide my foot out of the flip flop and put it on top of the flip flop.
I
Okay.
think you're
that
just
make
making
sense?
that up now. I think
Yeah.
you're making
No,
that up to. Yeah, you're making that up so that we don't judge you. I don't
Look,
buy that.
if I'm in a lay flat seat, I'll take my flip flops off and put my feet up on the thing. But no, I'm not walking around. I'm not walking around with my feet on the carpet.
Look, Neil's
Sure.
hiding.
Yeah. Why don't you take a
Because-
stroll over to the lavatory with your bare ass feet and maybe
Well, that's.
pick up
I
some,
mean, I've seen people do that, and
and
that
those
is
people should
disgusting.
be banned from flying. They like do not give them a ticket on a plane ever again. F those people. They're disgusting.
Well, that's why I asked, because I have seen people. I fly a lot before COVID for work, and the things that those bathrooms, disgusting on planes, and people walk in there even just with their socks on. No.
Oh,
No,
that's
no,
worse.
no.
That's almost worse
Like,
than being
you
barefoot.
have
all
to wear
absorbent.
your shoes
Oh.
in there, and even that is frightening. What is on the bottom of my shoe, let alone bare feet or with socks? No.
Yes.
No. Yeah, vomit a little bit.
Yeah, it's a hard.
And not only
pass.
that, under your feet, they kind of sweat even with your flip flops on.
So you're concerned about sweating?
I just don't want like feet potentially smelling near. Like, okay,
Oh, smelling.
picture yourself on the flight and you look at the person next to you and you see their feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not great.
Now that's disgusting.
Feet,
but
feet.
But
the
God
smell
forbid.
of feet is because they're sweating because they're stuck in a sock. If someone just jumped out of the shower, threw on a pair of flip flops, they're not going to have smelly feet.
No.
I'm sorry. Did you levitate to the gate? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what?
I don't understand.
Dude, your
Well, I'm
flip
just saying,
flops,
like,
your
you
feet.
get out of this shower and then you put your flip flops on and then you walk
Yeah.
to the car and then
Yeah,
you sit
but
in
the
the
bottom
Uber
of your
and then
feet-
you,
Air on them.
No. The bottom of your feet can't breathe with the material that the flip flop's made of. It's damn near waterproof. So Being that it's waterproof and you're sweating at the bottom of your feet, you are literally slipping and sliding through your flip-flop. So it will sweat because your feet naturally do. Now, if I'm sitting next to you and God forbid I see your feet, I'm going to freak out. But if I smell it, that plane's going down. Everyone's dying.
I mean, look, if my feet smelled, I probably wouldn't wear flip-flops. But I mean,
He doesn't have
like
smelly
I
feet.
wash
guys.
my feet daily.
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
No.
My sister, who's in the Twitch chat, Hannah Girl, hi Jen. She said, "Imagine Justin's foot on your armrest." I'm going to tell you that is, if I'm just going to segue into that's what grinds my gears, is the asshole in the seat behind you, whether you're in the aisle or at the window, that decides that they want to elevate their foot onto your armrest, because it's happened to me, and then like I'll give them this look. And then the foot goes away. But those people, like, why?
Kicks
Why
back.
would you do that? Like, put your sock on. Put a shoe on.
They're getting more than a look from me. They're
That's
getting
when I
a
take
piece
that
of my mind.
plastic knife that they give you for the meals, and that's when I
Fork?
slowly start sawing their foot off.
Yes.
Slow.
Neil, so aggressive.
Look, I'm on a lot of planes. And that's the
Yeah, I
last
feel
thing I want to
you.
deal with. That is the
You
last thing
were
I want
on
to
a
deal
lot
with.
of planes.
Yeah, I was on a
You
lot of
were.
planes. I mean,
Until somebody sends the TSA this podcast.
oh my God.
Oh, Neil, you just reminded me. We have to book a flight for you.
Yeah, I know.
So let's we got to talk about that. Not now, obviously. All right. So Zilla gave us his grinds my gears. I gave you mine.
I jumped right into it.
Neil, what do you got?
I'm going to go ahead and go with Zilla on what grinds my gears. Wow. I hadn't even thought of this in months, in 8 months.
Well,
I forgot about that part.
Can we kind of sum it up as this? Inconsiderate travelers.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's like when you travel, when you're on a plane, whether it's a Southwest flight with 130 people or a long haul flight with 350, you're not the only person on that plane. And I mean, listen,
Yeah.
I will own this. I'm 6'6". I'm a big dude. I'm as wide as I am tall. I'm built like a box, and I am petrified. I am terrified of imposing on my seatmate. Like, that's the last thing I ever want to do, is to make another person uncomfortable. So for me, it's absolutely mind-boggling that there are these people in this that lack any sense of self-awareness, that they don't take other human beings, into mind as how they live their lives. But then again, we can't get people to wear masks in this country. So what do I know?
You make such a good point.
I mean, oof.
I think there
You
are
know-
so many grinds my gears when it comes to traveling that the list could just be endless. And most of my favorites, there was the one that Justin said like weeks back. I think it was something about people that want to try and get off the plane before
Oh my
you.
God,
You're
I
like,
hate those
it's,
people.
and when you said it, I was like, "Ugh," like it's so annoying. Like, just chill. Like,
Yeah.
respect. No one has respect. Or people that want the armchair up, and I'm like, I don't really know you. I
That
don't
is
think
not
we
okay.
need to have the
Yeah.
armchair up. Like, and I'm
Not-
that person that's like really nice, so I'm like, just sit this way a little bit.
So they're trying to get they're trying to get the love seat action with you on the
I
flight.
don't know, and then I have to wait until like they have to get up to do something, and I'm like, like put it down. Exactly. There's so many annoying things on flights and traveling,
Yeah.
out of control.
The person that brings the tuna sandwich on the flight,
Ugh,
nobody.
the work, or McDonald's, I have to say.
No,
Never-
I'm okay. I'm only pissed off at McDonald's if they don't bring enough for everybody to share.
Well, there you go.
I mean,
That's fair.
I'm
You know,
pissed off at
that's-
McDonald's because they exist, but that's just me.
But the
Neil.
smell, like, is so intense that's all you smell the whole flight. But
worst
tuna,
is
I'll go with that too.
Leaving Austin, and this is the second time I've done it, people that get on the flight with like ribs.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
like, you've got to be
No, thank
fucking
you.
kidding me.
Because that's what I want to be doing when I'm at 35,000 feet in the middle of turbulence, is
Eating ribs.
smacking on a bone with like sauce dripping off the side of my face It's the dumbest shit ever. Wait till they don't have barbecue at home.
Pause.
They don't have
Sorry, I just. sorry. Pause. But
Pause.
okay.
I'm just saying, like priorities, people. Like, be a considerate traveler. Don't be a dick.
I agree
Jesus.
with you.
Yeah. So
Thanks for-
my grinds my gears is Zilla's grinds my gears. That is.
Well,
I
and
forgot
now-
about that one.
And now my grinds my gears is everything you guys have already said, because now I'm just thinking about how annoyed I am at so many people when I travel. Like, it's so annoying.
Dude,
I just put my eye.
The people that talk to you the whole time, even though you have your headphones in, I have my headphones in.
Oh no, that's what my eye mask is for. That means several different things, like closed for business,
Close for business.
like
That's
not
the do not
happening.
disturb sign.
Yeah, not happening.
So
so-
guys, you go. Finish.
Oh no, go ahead.
This
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
is the only
I don't think I've
neck
ever
pillow
seen one of those.
that I used it once.
Someone
So-
shops on Sky Mall.
So no, it's Amazon. But the point here is that I spent nearly $60, I think it was, on this amazing, what do you call it? Neck rest.
And there's not even a picture of me on it.
Wait, yes, but this was this like fancy one that everyone was like, you need this. And so I was going to Australia a couple of years ago and I was like, okay, I'm going to splurge. Bought it at the airport, very, very, very expensive. Took it out, the most uncomfortable thing I ever had around my neck. It was like, cannot do this, put it away. It's obnoxious to carry. Why do I have this? Then I was thinking about when I travel, which is why this reminded me, because I don't have an eye mask, but I like pulling my hood over to try and make people stop talking to me. Same in cabs, that grinds my gears too. Like, do I need your life story? Apparently. So I looked online to be like, is there some way that I can get like a neck rest hood? And they exist, guys.
That is
Are you impressed?
the coolest neck pillow I've ever seen.
Yeah, that is actually
I
really
think you
cool.
should wear that out to social engagements.
Should I just do this? Like,
Yeah, like you can be comfortable all the time. Like, oh,
Yeah.
somebody's
And
you're
if
in the
I
middle
just
of a
fall
boring
asleep?
conversation.
If it was like this much wider, it would be like your way to social distance with people.
yes.
Just put that on and no one could get like within 6 feet of you.
Yes, and I'll wear my mask as well, so I'll be fully just covered. Anyways, yes, that I've used it only once, but I do have it. It's comfortable,
Aaron,
So
never
your comment about the taxi driver talking to you, that is so New York. So you're officially a New Yorker.
So, but do taxi drivers talk to everyone in New York, or is it just
Yeah. No, it's everybody.
me? Okay, but like they talk the whole way.
Or they're on the
whole
phone
way.
with someone else.
That
and they
happens
have
a
like
lot.
a Bluetooth in their ear with like
in a foreign language.
Of course.
And I'm like,
friend,
are you
my
talking
friend.
to me?
Actually,
that
that's my
sounded
favorite
bad.
thing. No, it's my favorite. My
No, that's a
favorite thing
Zilla
to do
thing.
is, my friend. Listen, one of my favorite things to do is because I'm like racially ambiguous, and a lot of people don't know that I speak multiple languages. So like I'm sitting there and I'm listening to them, like talking to their wife, figuring out what they're having for dinner. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool, or whatever. It's a little eavesdropping, but it beats the
I like
monotony.
it.
It beats them talking to me, I guess.
That for sure. Because sometimes, especially when you're on the way to the airport for an early morning flight, like I
God.
don't need to know where you went to university and when the last time you saw your parents were and what you've been doing in New York for the last 10 years. I need to sleep. It's 5 a.m. or earlier.
Do you
But-
say that?
No.
Of course.
Eye
not.
mask, closed for business.
I just had a Facebook
for
memory
business.
pop up, and my Facebook memory that popped up was me recounting like an Uber ride, and it was I got in the Uber, the driver said hello, didn't say another word till he dropped me off and said goodbye. 5 stars.
5 stars. Yes.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. And people were like yelling at me in Facebook. They're like, "You're such an asshole." Like the guy just wants to have a conversation. I'm like, I don't need that. Like I don't need it at all.
If I want a
so-
conversation, I'll initiate one.
Exactly. So
Look, I'm
Neil,
one of the friendliest people in the world, so I will always answer people. But that gets me in trouble. I'd prefer it if there was just silence.
Yeah.
But yes. So Neil, you were about to say, Justin.
How's my my audio this week? Is it better than usual, or is it? Have you even not
It is
noticed
so much better. It is so much
Are you
better.
wait? Are
Is
you
this a
giving
new
me a
mic?
compliment? Are you complimenting me?
I am. You
Wow.
finally got it right. Unlike your
2 hours
candle,
in on episode 12.
unlike your candle, I will never get things right. It will never smile.
That's true.
Yeah. So for
Will
me,
you ever light that candle? Ever?
It will never
hell
smile.
no.
You'll never light that candle.
Wait, Natalia, what did you say?
Did you say it will never smile?
It will never smile.
What
So
will never
the
smile?
joke between me and Scooter that got the coffee mug is we keep looking at it and we're like,
Oh.
it's looking at you, judgmental, like so disappointed. It's kind of like that same thing where your parents are like, "Look, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed." You know, and
Yeah.
so you just push to make sure that you do better next time. But I'm looking at the candle like that, sort of like the dude from Castaway, or actually
Wilson?
no, yeah.
This is your Wilson.
So I had
This
a
is my
conversation
Wilson.
I had a conversation with Scooter about that months ago, and it was right after I took the picture and I sent it to him, and I was like crying. I was laughing so hard, and he goes, "You know what the most ridiculous thing about that picture is?" And I go, "My hair, my mustache." He goes, "No." He goes, "You've given up on life."
That is the look of defeat.
And then he goes, and then he started rambling off what I looked like. And he was like, "You look like the guy selling lube at the gas station at 3 a.m. You look like the guy driving the van trying to get children to go home with you."
You're the one
he
who
kept
laid
saying-
out the
like he
the-
kept going over and over and over all these people that I looked like. And I literally was crying. I was laughing so hard. And I told him to stop talking because he was coming on the show. And I was like, "Save it." And then we never even talked about any of this when he came on the show. So we have to bring him
gas
back.
station are they selling lube at 3
I
in the
was-
morning? What is this?
I don't know.
I was
Scooter,
wondering.
What is wrong with you people?
Scooter
Actually,
You know what I'm
Actually-
getting at the gas station at 3 in the morning? Fucking gas. That's what I'm getting. Like there's no other
I mean-
reason to be there.
I mean,
Sure.
or lube,
Apparently.
Apparently.
or lube. I mean, it is late at night. It's funny because Claudia in the chat is like, "Oh gosh, I'm the passenger that strikes up the conversation with the driver."
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. Show of hands.
Oh,
Yeah, have you been in an
Claudia.
Uber? Have you been in an Uber and the Uber driver is telling you, "I'm just doing this part time. This isn't my full time gig."
no. Yes, all the time.
Yeah,
It's
every
never
single
the
one.
full-time gig. Purity test. What? Oh.
No, sorry. I meant to click something and then it just started
Sorry.
going up. But to answer Claudia's question in the chat, how old is the picture? Because your hair is darker in that picture.
I wondered
That was
that also.
literally only probably 3 months ago.
Quarantine.
2 to
Yeah.
3 months ago.
One
This show has aged him.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I can't really. Neil, hold that picture up. Does it look that much?
It does in the picture, but it could have been the lighting.
I think it was the lighting. Good lighting in that old bathroom. That's in my old house. Oh no, it's totally fine, Claudia. I am the old guy in the club for a reason. I mean, look, I could dye my hair and not have gray hair, but
I do.
then I wouldn't be, a zaddy, the silver fox. You have to
A
be.
zaddy.
No one ever said
Yeah.
you were the that. No one said.
Yes,
and
they
no one
did.
Nope.
Which
Yes.
I just learned about
Yes.
on
No.
your show.
Yes. In
No-
the
no
last
one's
two
ever said
episodes,
that.
Neil, that is untrue. Your
Nope.
statement is untrue.
I've been on every show. No one's ever said that.
Well, not to cut things short, but I'm going to cut things short because I don't know if you saw this about 5 minutes ago. My son came in here. He's like, "Dad, I'm starving." He's like,
Feed
"I need
me."
dinner."
Yeah.
So I need to, I need to go get some food for my kids. It is 7:00, so it's a little late for us. We, as a typical old guy, we eat dinner at like 5:30 every day. We get the
Whoa,
early bird
really?
special. Yeah, and I
Make sure you
used to
get-
be the guy. I used to be the guy that would be like 10:00 dinner. Like I'm cool with that, but now dinner like this is I'm like famished right now.
It's
I need
actually
food.
healthier for your body to eat earlier and then don't
Yeah.
eat anything else. So I
Well,
think you're doing
that's the hard
right.
part.
No late night snacks.
Yeah, the popcorn at 8:00 or whatever. That's Yeah.
5 o'clock dinner with a Groupon, Justin? Is that,
I've never used the Groupon in my life.
Okay.
Never used the Groupon in my life.
Just asking.
But anyway, Natalia, thank you so much for coming
Thanks
on.
for hanging
that
out.
was really fun.
Having me on.
What was that?
Neil's getting stuff ready.
Can you tell us when you're streaming next so everyone could come and harass you?
I think we're actually probably going to do a really quick pop-up tonight before
nice.
Fireside, which is probably in about an hour, I guess. So you can tune into Nato Wax in about an hour if you're bored. Or Sundays is the day where we're going to chill all day long, basically. It's from 2 p.m. Eastern, so 11 Pacific a.m. And then we just go until we just don't go anymore.
Until you pass out.
Until we pass out. Yeah. I don't usually pass out, but until everyone passes out. And before I go, I don't know if Aaron's still here, but he messaged me and he asked me to say, "That's not a knife. This is a knife." Because he says I butcher it every time. So you're welcome, Aaron. Thanks for letting me hang, guys. It was fun.
Of course. Anytime you want to come back, you're welcome.
I've never seen anybody channel Crocodile Dundee that well in my life before.
Right?
It was like he was here, like Paul Hogan was here in the chat. Amazing.
Thank you. I've been working on it for like 2 weeks. No, I'll continue to work on it. If I get better, I'll come back and do it again. But thank you guys so much.
No, thank you for coming in. Zilla, what would you like to say before we leave?
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to like and subscribe the Old Guy in the Club podcast. Don't forget to tell a friend as well. We do this every Friday live, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. on the East Coast, with replays on wherever you find your podcasts. That subsequent Monday, the following Monday, we have the replays. So wherever you find
us, and YouTube. If you would like to see the video, we are on YouTube every Monday too.
I've watched you on YouTube before.
You have?
Yeah.
Well,
got to catch up if I miss it, or if I need to watch it again.
Yeah. Just in case you missed out on some of the amazing material from this week's show, there's 2 hours of it coming for you this Monday.
If you've seen it on YouTube, you know that no one's called Justin Zaddy.
No, not a soul.
Ever.
You know what?
If you've seen all of them, no one said it.
And last but not least, on all the social media profiles on Instagram at RobertZillaSD. That's where you'll also find me on Twitter. I'm much more handsome on Instagram, though. And you could also find me on Facebook, rob.zilla. So there you go.
All right.
Amazing.
Neil, when are you streaming next?
I am streaming with Crizzy Forms on Sunday night, actually. And I actually might be doing a pop-up at some point this weekend to celebrate the fact that I got 2,000 followers. So thanks everybody.
Nice.
And Beans, Rhymes, and Life, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern, weekdays, Monday through Friday. And that's about it.
Okay. Again, this is the only show I'm doing right now, so I don't really have anything else to promote. But as Zilla said, every Friday, 5 o'clock, we film this live. And then on Mondays, you can see the previous Friday's episode. Subscribe, like, download, all that fun stuff, where, as Zilla said, wherever you get your podcasts, and YouTube. So, yeah, that's it for today. Again, thanks to Natalia for coming on the show. That was awesome. And Neil is going to play us out. So, bye, everybody.
Bye.